Okay, an earlier video I did was a response to several emails I've received and clients that I've talked to that were lamenting the fact of being single. And then I have couples coming in, like the people that were lamenting the fact of being single. We did a video on YouTube here called Being Single Rocks. So I hope that you'll watch that if you're single. And then for couples that are in relationship that are just wishing they were somewhere else other than in a relationship, this one is all about why relationships rock. I'm David Essel. If you're in a great relationship right now, you're going to watch this and go, amen, Brother David, amen. And if you're not in a good relationship, but you're in one right now, you're going to go, oh, please, man, enough of this motivational crap, right? And if you're single, you're going to go, oh, that's what I want, that's what I want. But for everyone, you know, the ultimate goal is to be in relationship, and that means even if the relationship isn't working for you right now. And that's okay. You know, we can't expect that every time we're in a relationship that it's going to be perfect, that things are going to go the way we want them. That's unrealistic. Although that's the fairy tale that we've all bought into at some level. It shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be this. It shouldn't be that. So why do you think I'm taking the time to do a segment that says relationships rock? And I want to share some things that are oftentimes forgotten in relationship. The reason we are in relationship is to maximize our own potentials, to be able to give and to be of love, to be of service. That's it. The whole purpose of relationship is to be able to be of love, to be of service, and we aren't going to do that by ourselves. We often pick people to push us to that next level. Now, all of this is subconscious. Most of the time, our partner's not sitting there going, I'm going to do this to frustrate them because I really just want them to go to a higher level of existence. You know, it's like, that's not quite consciously done, but unconsciously it happens all the time. I've worked with so many couples over the last 20 years that, you know, seem like to be like water and oil. You know, they're complete opposites, and yet that oppositeness of them has helped them both, once they get an idea of why they chose each other, has helped them both to increase their awakening and their awareness and what it means to be in service and what it means to be of service. Sometimes I've worked with couples that are so similar, they'll come in and they'll go, you know, we maybe aren't supposed to be together because we're way too similar. You know, like neither of us likes to do that and neither of us likes to do that, but what they're being asked to do anyway is to rise to the next level and to do things that are uncomfortable for their client, for the purpose of serving. You know, relationships are all about serving. I've told so many stories before on YouTube and in my audios about love and the people I've worked with that are exhibiting the most amazing amount of love. And in every story that I talk about love, it's usually people doing what doesn't come naturally. Isn't that wild? So being in relationships rock because if we really want to try to find out what love is that they force us to do what is uncomfortable. And in that repetition of doing what's uncomfortable, we learn about ourselves, we learn about giving, we learn about being selfless, we learn about the whole concept of love, of doing for someone else even though it doesn't feel comfortable to me. And that's really why relationships rock, you know, because without that incentive, we wouldn't push ourselves to go to the highest level possible. We wouldn't. We would hold back. We would say, you know, they're not doing this for me, and so I'm not going to do it for them. But being in relationships rock because when we get to this point and we're watching this video right now, we go, oh, right, David. Thanks for reminding me, because you already know this to be true. Thanks for reminding me. It's about getting outside of my own selfish needs. Relationships are forcing us to get outside of our own selfish needs to rise and to serve. The most amazing thing I tell every couple I work with is this, that if you put yourself aside and put your partner first and serve in love, even if the relationship doesn't work, you will now know what it's like to be selfless, and you will go on to the next relationship, and that partner is going to benefit immensely from what you've learned in your current relationship. And if you do become selfless and you give and you serve, and I'm not talking about being a doormat, I'm talking about being selfless and serving, is that oftentimes the relationships that seem to be crumbling come back together in the most powerful way. Okay, so listen, contact me. Relationships rock. They ask us to rise. They ask us to serve. They ask us to be of love, that love that internally is sitting there waiting to come out. But oftentimes we put a wall up and our partner only receives a tenth of what we're capable of giving. So without even telling our partner we're going to do it, let's start being of more service. Let's start going along with their ideas. Let's start doing things that make us uncomfortable in love because that's why relationships rock. And whatever you're initially uncomfortable with in love will soon become comfortable. Contact me at talkdavid.com. Share this video with your friends, those in great relationships, those in rocky relationships, those who are single. Like, share it. For the single people watching this, it's so important, because let's throw away the fallacy and the fantasy of love and realize that when we get in our next relationship, it has to be about serving at a higher level than we did the time before. Got it? Let's rock together, baby. Because you know what? It's all about the love, baby. It truly is. And don't forget to join our YouTube channel right here, so every video we do goes right to your account. You can watch it firsthand. I'm David Essel, talkdavid.com. It's all about the love, baby. Let's go.